I've noticed a strange phenomenon happening on TikTok. I'm sure everybody's noticed it, but I just haven't heard anybody, articulate it, speak about it, really. It's the reason that I bother even staying on TikTok is for this type of content that I'm going to tell you about next. So growing up, right? Drugs, drug taking, it was all very clandestine, underground thing, like a wee secret, a wee dirty secret, right? A wee bit of naughty fun that you would do behind closed doors, I guess, I've never tried. But that's what the general consensus was. It was a shh type of thing. And it's important that I mention how old I am, because this segment tonight is called Top 3 Middle-Aged Coke Boasters from TikTok. So TikTok is the app for the kids. That's known. This isn't like a thing. You go on TikTok after a certain age, you're a creepy old guy, right? But this subsect of men that Limmy's baby mama, Lynn Magoo on Twitter, she alerted me to this subsect of men who go on TikTok and they're just like smiling into the camera, like that one that Ducky Meow forced us to watch earlier. What people were forced to watch when my stream was off, this here, right? I'm even talking about people older than this, right? I'm talking about like local geezers who are in their 40s and they're clearly divorced and whatnot, and they go on TikTok and do this here sort of thing, right? So that's what alerted me. That's what told me that I should be on looking at what's going on TikTok. And I follow a few of these cringe older guys who are making kissy faces down the camera, and we watched this guy Gary the Boss, and they put a chunk of text on screen saying, if you're loyal, keep your head down, be a good guy, blah 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 blah, look after my kids, make money, put a roof over their heads.
Oh yeah.
That's what the text says, but they're like smoking a cigarette or winking into the camera and all this here shit.
That you would if we died tonight.
That's what got me on TikTok, watching that. And then what kept me on was this other subsect of men who are coke boasters, I like to call them, right? So, I don't know, back in my day, people were ashamed and embarrassed to admit they'd taken coke, okay? But on TikTok nowadays, there are these middle-aged men who go on every single day and brag about the drugs they're taking. What do they say? A wee bit of flicky bono? A wee bit of flicky something? What's the expression? All this 3 for a tenner, the snow emoji and all this here stuff. That's my top tier content that I like watching. And tonight, I would like to just start calling these people junkies, because every day they've got a new story or a new wink at the guy. They're just like a wee cheeky chappy. Let's just tell all the, I don't know, kids on TikTok that we do coke. It's like, especially, who are they bragging to as well? Who is that a brag for? This isn't a coke booster, but it is in the exact same vein. This just encapsulates what I'm talking about perfectly, okay? Top 3 junkies of the week. Check it out. At number 3, we've got Cheeky Wee Bifter.
Just walking down the runway, lad. Say this. Say less, lad. I was walking this Bifter. Here's the job, anyway. I'll see you back in England. Just walking.
So if you can't hear him, he's whispering. He's breaking the law. Naughty.
Just walking down the runway, lad.
He's walking down the runway, lad. He's a scouser by the sounds of it. Quick Bifter, lad.
Say this.
Say less.
Say less, lad. I was walking this Bifter.
Smoking a Bifter.
Here's the job, anyway.
Yo, Ryanair.
I'll see you back in England. Just walking.
See you back in England. So that was a very minor one. Okay, we've got top crackhead junkie of the week. That's what I would just like to. Let's change the tide now. Let's shame this. Let's bring it back to the old school here. Start shaming people. I don't care if they do. I don't care if people do drugs, by the way. Not my list of issues that I have in the world. But on a children's app, I think we should start heavily making fun of this here. Check it out. This is number 2, crackhead of the week.
That time when you rung the dealer because it was that only person about with that 1010 stuff and you rung him and he said, sorry fella, there's nothing about. That's because of me, mate. I rung him up and got it all. Get up!
Flipping like a quarter or a brick. Back 28 with a thought of a G.
That time.
So he does a little face warp at the end there. He's like, yes, it is. I'm a bad man.
That time when you rung the dealer.
Now, that other guy, the first guy smoking the cheeky Bifter, he just looked like a normal bloke, right? This guy does straight up look like a crackhead.
Because it was that only person about with that 1010 stuff and you rung him and he said, sorry fella, there's nothing about.
There's nothing about.
That's because of me.
I love that move.
Sorry fella, there's nothing about.
Nothing about. I love that.
That's because of me, mate. I rung him up and got it all.
You're cool. Yo, you cool dude. Did you spend your whole gyro on that? Or just a partial bit? Did you ship in with all your friends for a wee one line each?
Get up!
I love, and then it flips to this here. Big up Lorky for this one.
A quarter or a brick. Back 20.
Yeah, wee bit of gigs on the, wee bit of gigs there.
With a thought of a G.
Yes, a fourth or an eighth. Okay, and the number 1 middle-aged coke boasting crackhead junkie of the week goes to this fella.
Yo! You know what time it's a weekend again? It only means one thing. It's either stay in bed or get off your head. I know what I'm going to do. It's all inside your mind. Yo! You know what time it's a weekend again? It only means one thing.
This is the voice I do as a joke for my radio presenting stuff.
It's either stay in bed or get off your head. I know what I'm going to do. It's all inside.
Lee says I'm stealing that last gesture. This is a whopper.
Get off your head. I know what I'm going to do. It's all inside your mind.
If Lil Rooney gets some confidence, this will be him when he's 40.
Yeah.
One more time, okay? This is like a window commercial.
Yeah. You know what time it's a weekend again? It only means one thing. It's either stay in bed or get off your head. I know what I'm going to do.
Sorry, one more time.
Yeah. You know what time it's a weekend again? It only means one thing. It's either stay in bed or get off your head. I know what I'm going to do. It's all inside your mind.
Hey! That was the top 3 middle-aged coke boasters. Junkies from TikTok. I'm sure they've got full families. Bragging to little kids, are you? You're cool.